Good morning on this cool, windy, wintry morning in Ireland. I've got the Irish Sea behind right here. It just feels so refreshing, and the water is just all about cleansing and healing and purifying. And what's amazing is, I'm going to turn around here, and you go through the forest and it brings you out on the ocean. So I'm going to stand back in here so you can actually hear me because it's very windy. And this week we're talking about opening up your intuition, that like inner knowing, so you're not kind of seeking approval outside of yourself, and you're really connected to that inner guidance and your higher self. Hi! So we chatted yesterday, I did a Facebook Live yesterday. We were chatting about obviously meditation and breath and coming into nature and stillness and not searching outside yourself for approval. So every day we're going to talk about different ways that you can do it in your life to open your intuition and in your home. So a couple of suggestions that I find as I opened up my intuition and carry on opening it. It's like those layers of the onion, of the lotus, you can just keep rising up and rising up. And the more that you practice cultivating opening your intuition, just like any muscle that you would exercise, the stronger it becomes. And it starts becoming very powerful in your dream time. So I'm going to suggest getting yourself a journal, a dream journal, that you leave on your nightstand right by your bed. And because a lot of the time we'll get a lot of guidance in our dreams, or right before we go to sleep at night. I think that journaling is such a powerful way of streaming our consciousness. Just as soon as you put pen to paper, you take a breath, just allow whatever wants to come through, and it's just like the pen takes on a life of its own. So daily journaling, and again that comes back to time to yourself, quiet time, quiet space, drowning out those outside voices and allowing that inner voice to become louder and stronger. Another very, very powerful way to really open your intuition and like just that gut feeling, that inner knowing that we have all the wisdom within us. And I'm a firm believer in, following my heart, but I really want my intuition and the mind to be in full alignment before I make any decisions on anything. So I feel that our body speaks to us, and it's speaking to us every moment of every day, in very subtle ways at first, if we're willing to listen. So somebody might say something and we feel it in our stomach, like a pit in our stomach, or we feel a tightness in our throat, or I'll get to questions, wonderful questions, or you just feel something in your body doesn't feel right, or you meet somebody for the first time, or, it's like, it is scientifically proven now that everything is made up of energy. So notice as your body speaks to you. And the thing about our bodies is they will speak to us in very gentle, like little nudging ways, like, you'll just like go to do something and it doesn't feel good in your body, and if you ignore it and you push through it, then that keeps becoming stronger and stronger. So I'm going to invite you to really become attuned to your body and listen to this constant guidance that our body is giving us. In some ways our higher selves are communing with our hearts, our livers, and then what happens is those gentle nudges become bigger and bigger, and then eventually it's like a shove, and then it turns into rashes, and then we know diseases and things beyond that. Hi Karen, love, wonderful to see you. A wonderful question. Do you share your journals ever with anyone or keep them private? I think that's completely a personal thing. I mean, I do know that when I journal, I bare my soul, and I know, it's very private, but then people that I really trust, and perhaps I'm, maybe wanting to share something, then you could. I think it's a completely personal thing, and you would know if it's the right thing, because again, if you listen to your body and you want to share your journal with somebody, notice how you feel when you even offer, hey, I'd love to let you read this thing I just wrote in my journal. Notice, does your throat feel tight? Does your heart, your stomach, like, just notice sensations, and I think you'll get very clear guidance. So there are a couple of tips that I would suggest: journaling and really listening to your body. And then in your home, the northwest area, so if you got your floor plan, divide it up by 9 because there's 9 areas. It's called the Bagua. You're welcome, which means 8 squares around a center square. And out of all those 9 areas, every area is related with a certain area of your life. And yesterday we talked about the Northeast being wisdom, meditation. Well, the Northwest is another point I'd love to talk about today, because the Northwest, give you a little look at the sea again, the Northwest is all about helpful people and travel. But what that also means is helpful people as in our guides, our spirit guides, our ancestors, our angels. So the Northwest area is a very, very powerful place because we also call it in Feng Shui Heaven's Gates, and it's where all this heavenly energy flows in. So if you are choosing to be more connected to your guides, to your guidance, to your angels, you know who your guides are. We all have guides, we all have angels, and if you want to work with them, it's important that you let them know, because otherwise they don't feel like they have permission. So that Northwest area, really, really important to make sure that you have no clutter. I mean, we really don't want clutter anywhere in the home, but especially not in the Northwest area. And it's on the outside of the house. We don't want to be storing dustbins or trash cans out there, or we don't want tons of weeds on the outside. But on the inside, we want to make sure there's nothing broken or cracked. And then, who is it that you want to connect more with? Is it your angels, your ancestors, your guides? So put something symbolic of them. Maybe it's your goddesses. Maybe it's Bridget, or Bridget, the goddess of fire, or Kuan Yin, the goddess of love. So what I would suggest is getting maybe a little statue of them and honoring them in that area and say, okay, like, I'm open to receiving your guidance. So place something there, maybe a book about them, something that is symbolic to you, maybe an angel, a picture of an angel or something. And again, just make sure everything's clear, there's no clutter. And as the reason why I think it's so powerful to have all these powerful, intentional, symbolic areas in your home is every time you go in the Northwest section, corner area, it could be a room, it could, if you divide it by 9, it could be a couple of rooms. You're like, okay, this is the area of my home where I can connect with my guides. I can ask for guidance. So, have fun doing a little bit of feng shuiing in the Northwest area of your home or the Northwest area of your bedroom. Thank you so much, beloveds, for being here today. I'm so grateful, Karen, and I'm not too sure of your name coming in from Galway there, but just sending you so much love and wishing you a beautiful day. And if possible, get some time out in nature. You know, the water offers us cleansing and healing, and the trees is all about growth, expansion, and it gives us that oxygen. So, sending so much love. Have a beautiful day. Bye.